It'd be odd to say, wouldn't it, to take advice from Meghan Markle on literally anything relating to family matters. I mean, just look at the evidence. You know, she's fallen out literally with everybody, with friends, with her own family, disinvites to weddings, that sort of stuff. And suddenly now people apparently are going to her because she's an expert alongside Harry on exactly how they could, well, mend these broken relationships, you know, the sort of thing. And this is now what's evolving literally in the, well, shall we say, tabloid soap opera that has become Brooklyn Beckham. It's a really sad story, I think, personally, because David and Victoria have done their very best for Brooklyn Beckham, but of course, once that person meets a new partner, and if that family doesn't get on with a new partner, well, all these sort of things can explode, and that's exactly what's happened. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you today in the very heart of London, as ever, taking a moment out from that busy travelling around schedule on the tubes and the buses to fill you in on exactly what's happening to, well, literally all the people that we are interested in but pretend we're not, right? We all love to know exactly what the rich and famous are doing. The thing that I find baffling as well, I've got to share this with you, is the fact that George Clooney apparently has got a Tony Award nomination. And this is after the debacle of what he got involved with of course, the presidential race with President Biden. And then, you know, given the fact that really his sort of drama on Broadway isn't exactly pulling in the crowds and tickets and all that sort of stuff. It's amazing, isn't it, now, just because you're a name, allegedly, suddenly you can get this massive award. Don't know really how that works. I'm not sure it works in their favour. It's a little bit like this, of course, this particular breaking story, because we now all know the fact that the Beckhams are at war. We've been told that, haven't we? This is because, well, suddenly Brooklyn Beckham and his wife, Nicola Peltz, of course, the daughter of Nelson Peltz, one of the billionaires, one of the richest people in the world, can't really compete with the likes of the Beckhams, who are incredibly wealthy, but have worked hard, I would say, for their wealth. They've literally built a brand, you know, as they call it. And this has really been, well, some might say part of the problem, because their eldest child, Brooklyn Beckham, hasn't yet really found his feet in terms of work and direction. Now, apparently, according to sources, well, Nicola just can't get on with Victoria. Now, I find that hard to believe. She's a fun girl, but, you know, she's a mother hen too. Now, according to a source, apparently Meghan and Harry are advising them, right? Just take note of that. Advising them on what they should be doing. Harry's no longer speaking to his father, his brother, any members of his family, and as we saw, can't track even friends down when he comes back over to London, tapping on doors randomly at all sorts of times in the morning, right? Now, again, where this gets interesting, and as ever I have to say allegedly, is the story goes that, well, there's considerations towards this woman. That's right, Oprah Winfrey, as ever, we have to say allegedly. Now, apparently Meghan said that she felt a sense of relief when she told her story to Oprah Winfrey. Personally, I wouldn't have put it that way if you were Her Majesty the Queen, or indeed the Duke of Edinburgh, and more importantly, His Majesty the King. Relief wouldn't be the word that you might cite. But of course, Meghan is nothing but a clever manipulator. And in many respects, she owes a lot to Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's plugged her coffee brand, Clever Blends. And of course, you know, she waited and waited until she could get that exclusive interview. Even they were discussing it prior to the wedding, if you remember. Now, this necessarily wouldn't be a mega hit in America, although the family are very known. And one might suspect, why would they want to go down this route? But according to a source, apparently, she feels that, well, it worked very well for Meghan and Harry. They got their story out there. This could be earth-shattering if it actually comes to formation. And we do know one thing about Oprah Winfrey, alongside her friend Gayle King, the astronaut. They're like nothing but, well, headline-grabbing stunts. And this will be the latest one that could secure her back into Tellyland. It is a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean, Strand, London.